Every car has roughly around 30,000 parts in all, and the engine alone has 2,000 parts. Well, everyone has ridden in a car, and most people in this room drove a car to this class. But it's hard to understand how much is going on around you while you're focused on the road. I've been working on vehicles my whole life, and when I was 14 years old, I finally changed oil by myself for the first time. Now, ever since I learned how to change oil, I have worked on my cars whenever they are broken or they need maintenance. Examples are like timing belts, pulleys on the engine, or even brakes. Oil is important because it helps lubricate inside the engine while the pistons are moving at thousands and thousands of rotations per minute. And only in 3 easy steps, you too can change your oil, from jacking the car up, draining the oil, and filling it back up. First, we need to find a flat, smooth surface to park the car on. And this is because when you jack the car up, it can cause the car to move on a slope, which is not very good. Plus, the oil will drain a lot faster. Next, we need to let the car cool down a lot. Now, whenever it's inside the engine, it'll get very hot and it will burn the skin. It's okay to be warm because it will help the oil drain faster. Next, we need to find the jack points. Some examples is the unibody of a car, the pinch welds, or the frame. Now, the jack points can be found online for every specific model, and we only need the front ones because we're only lifting the front of the car. Next, we need to chock the back wheels, and right here, you just place a block on the back of your wheel so it does not roll away whenever you start to lift the front end of the car. Last, we can finally lift the car while constantly checking, making sure everything is going properly. And we only need the amount needed to crawl under the car with ourselves and the tools. Jack stands are used right here to make sure the car does not fall whenever you are under it. Now, we need to double check to make sure everything is set in place, and we need to locate the oil cap on the top of the engine, which has that symbol you can see on the left, and we need to take it off. This helps air get into the system where the oil is and helps drain faster. Finally, we can go under the car with the right tools, and the right tools are found on the left. On the left of that oil pan is a ratchet, which is used to take off the drain bolt for the oil. And on the right is 2 filter wrenches. Those are 2 different versions of a filter wrench, and either one can be used. Now, after under the car, we can finally loosen this drain bolt. It's on the bottom of the engine and it's on a pan. And we need to do it slowly so we do not strip the bolt, and do the rest of the way with our fingers after loosening it. If possible, like this 350Z, we can do the filter and drain it at the same time. Now, we need to take the new filter while it's draining, use some of the old oil and lube the seal on the new filter. Now, this can be found in your owner's manual from an auto tech salesman or online. Next, we need to clean the bolt with a clean rag to ensure a good seal when we put it back in. Once the oil is done, we need to fill the oil back up. So we need to plug up the holes that we use to drain. We need to tighten this bolt to 10 to 30 foot-pounds depending on the car, but if you do not have a torque wrench that specifies that, you just need to have it snug but not too tight. We need to tighten the filter all the way by hand and only 1/8 of a turn with the filter wrench because it's not supposed to be tight. After confirming nothing is leaking after you put it in, you're supposed to dry the oil off of the bottom of the car. Next, we can take everything out from under the car and slowly let the car down. Now, we need to find the right oil for your specific car. This can be found online at an auto tech salesman or in your owner's manual. For this 350Z, it takes 5W30 AMSOIL, which is racing oil, and has a 5-quart capacity. Now, we need to fill the oil, and we can use a funnel to help make it easier to pour. And we need to double check to make sure this is where the oil is supposed to go. When filling, we need to check the dipstick, which is that yellow little circle there, many times to make sure you do not overfill. And it's common to take less than the capacity the first time because the oil is not in the filter. Once it's full on the dipstick the first time, start the engine for 10 to 20 seconds and let the oil flow. Then check the dipstick after it's cool. It shouldn't take very long because the engine did not warm up a lot. Then we can fill the rest of the way up. We need to check for leaks after that's done. And after you're done with the car for the day and you're worried about it, you can do a cardboard trick, sliding a clean piece of cardboard under your car to make sure there's no slow leaks. This is what the dipstick would look like. My oil is low, I need to fill it up. We need to check this frequently until next change, which is 3,000 to 5,000 miles, and to ensure there's no leakage of burning oil. Now, engine oil is a key component in every engine, which helps lubricate the pistons while they spin very rapidly. Sometimes it is needed to mix it in with the gas, and these are called two-stroke engines. And with 3 simple steps, from jacking the car up, draining the oil, and filling the oil, you too can change your own without taking it to a mechanic shop, wasting your time and money. Thank you.